Okay, we're back with another episode of High Rated Edison today. Today we have Janucci on 1082 versus Fabio King 94 on 1069. So both duelists into the top 200 and closing in on the top 100. So both looking to get a good win here to get them in and around the top 100. Opening hands are Pot, Emma's Blade, Air Bellum, D Prison and Emma's Blade, so X-Saber. Goblin Zombie, Pyramid Towel, MST, Dust Shoot, Forbidden Chalice, nice, don't see this very often, and Caius. So this looks like some kind of zombie variant. There's a few zombie variants flying around. We've seen Flamvel, seen Psychic, and obviously Diva Zombie is like the classic one, or this could just be a low to the ground kind of zombie tribute deck. So I'm sure we'll find out as the match progresses. Let's see how Janucci's going to start. So going to set Goblin Zombie, set Dust Shoot, set Chalice, and pass. Draw for turn is Torrential, Trap Dust Shoot, going to get a look at the hand. They're going to put back Emma's Blade. Yeah, it's rough because you kind of want to take away options by taking away the monster that's only a one of in hand, but equally you don't want to put this back in the deck of an X-Saber player. Like, them drawing it kind of helps you. It means the cat, when it goes off, you know, they might have picked up another one, so they're bringing out like one Air Bellum and a Raikou, and that's just not, you know, as much of a threat. So I think putting back the Emma's Blade's good there. They're just going to set the Torrential and pass. Draw for turn is a teleport. Going to MST the back row now. Yeah, that's nice. Going to teleport out the Krebons. Yeah, this could be... Yeah, Brio's good here. So, Brio adds Spirit Reaper. Yeah. Spirit Reaper's going to get in. It's going to rip apart the hand. Let's see what they get. Okay, takes the other Emma's Blade. That is rough. That is really rough. Brio going to get in now as well. Pass, draw for turn is the Emma's Blade. Okay. And Fabio just going to admit defeat. Yeah, I mean... Yeah. You're already quite far down, right? There's not a whole lot you can do into this. They can just Brio your back row. So your D Prison's never going off. This is never going off. Yeah. And they're going to keep ripping apart your hand. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Going into game number 2. Fabio is going to get to start for us. So, opening hands. Oh, these are a bit weird. Opening hands, Bottomless, Dust Tornado, Ultimate Offering. This is cool. You don't see this all the time in zombies, but it is really cool. It just means that they've got like more access to like Synchro plays and like Monarchs and stuff. Return and D-Prison, Foul Troll, Smashing, Book of Moon, Braincon, Pot, and Bottomless. So yeah, not a playable monster here either. Okay, it's going to be a slow one then. Okay, just going to start with set Bottomless, set Book and pass. Draw for turn is a Dust Tornado. Oh god, second Dust Tornado. Sets the Dusts, sets the D Prison and sets the Bottomless. Passes back. Draw for turn is My Body. Okay. Draw for turn is another copy of Offering. Yeah, so they're on a significant kind of Offering package, or they side into it at least. Draw for turn Nobleman. Pass. Draw for turn Mirror Force. Pass. Draw for turn E-Call. Pass, or set and pass. Gonna Dust Tornado that in end phase. Yep. Pick up his Bottomless, god. Pick up his Full Helm Knight. Okay, they've got My Body to play around the... Well, actually it doesn't go... It gets under Bottomless, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. So do they commit it? I'm just going to set it. Okay. Pick up a turn as a Zombie Master there. Yeah, I think you just leave that in hand. Your opponent's not really threatening you with anything. Set his Book and pass. Draw for turn as an Air Bellum, which they're also going to set. They're also going to set Braincon and My Body. Dust Tornado is going to take out the My Body. That's a bit unfortunate. Set is an Ultimate Offering. Draw for turn is a Dust Tornado. Sets the Dust Tornado, pass. Yeah, this is awful. Who decided to feature this match? Jesus. Diva, pick up for turn there. Just going to pass. Yeah, I think you could start doing something with the Diva stuff. I know 3 back row is pretty insane, but like... Yeah, if you're playing Gilman, you could Gilman, Android, you know, do the stuff. Pick up a turn there is Rescue Cat. Okay. Do you Rescue Cat here? You just lost to My Body as a shield, so that's no good to you. 5 back rows. I mean, it's almost definitely not going through, right? But I guess the worst one is the Bottomless, because the Bottomless is going to take out both the Air Bellums that you try and summon. Yeah, they can book one, but that's only going to protect one. You have got, you know, X-Sabers in flow if you can get Foul Troll going, and something you can actually use as Synchro material, but yeah, they can't do that yet. Pass. Draw for turn as a psychic commander. Just gonna pass. I think zombies have got to get a bit more aggressive. Like Zombie Master is a pretty good card. Like, it's pretty high attack. Draw for turn there is Heavy Storm. Ugh. I mean, do you do it? Do you do it? You'd lose your own book, Bottomless Brain. The Brain probably the worst hit there. You'd take out potentially 5, but you'd also probably run into, you know, you're thinking we can see it, but they can't. You'd probably run into a Solemn or a Starlight. No one sets 5 without anything prepared. But maybe, yeah, maybe Fabia makes the correct read here and does just fire it off. Oh, they do. Okay, wow. Yeah, it goes through. Jeez. Okay, Rescue Cat coming down now. Yeah, Janucci's seen enough. Yeah, understandable. I mean, they didn't even see that it was actually 3 Airbellum coming out. So, yeah, I mean, 3 Airbellum and a Full Helm Knight and a Fault Troll. Yeah, I think you had game there regardless, but yeah. You'd at least be ripping 3 cards. So game 3, so it's Trap Stun, Trap Dust Shoot, Bottomless Crow and Solemn, Brain Con, Turtle, Teleport, Bottomless Commander and Goblin Zombie. Okay, yeah, I mean, drawing Teleport, there's no tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to start with set Goblin Zombie, set Bottomless and pass. Draw for turn is MST. Going to set Dust Shoot, set MST, set Trap Stun, set Bottomless and probably set Solemn. Yeah, okay. MST, pick up a turn there. Yeah, Trap Dust Shoot's going to show the hand. They're going to get rid of the Turtle. I think that's correct. They are now seeing the 3/1 obviously in hand though, which is going to feel like an uphill battle from here. Draw for turn is Smashing. Okay, not quite helpful yet, but we'll see if it becomes helpful. Draw for turn is Zombie Master. They're going to flip the Goblin Zombie, go with the Teleport for the Krebons. Yeah, we've seen this before. Goes for the Flamvel. Yeah, I mean, this is good. Yep. Goblin Zombie gonna grab the Mizuki. Yeah, that's gonna work well with the Zombie Master stuff. So gonna Bottomless on Summon. I assume they just had a bit of lag. Yeah, lag. They've got the Keep Going stuff. I hate when people do this, because you're gonna try and stop me at some point with 4 back rows. Like, okay, it looks like the players are fine with that though. Yeah, I think you always Bottomless here. It doesn't really matter what the take was, and you could go back and you could, you know, let them pick something else if they wanted to. Zombie Master coming down now. Okay, going to pitch the Mizuki to reborn the Goblin Zombie. Yeah, going to Crow in response to that. Yeah, this is a nice trade. You really don't want the Goblin Zombie to stick. Zombie Master's going to try and get in now. That's going to be successful. You also got the Smashing Ground for it. Okay, so they're going to MST the new set, which was the MST. Pass. Draw for turn is... Okay, yeah, level limit helps. Commander gets under it, but the Smashing Ground actually works out the Commander. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so just a reminder of the sets. This is a Bottomless, this is Trap Stun, this is Solemn. Yeah, they're going to summon out the Commander, okay. Yeah, they're going to get him for 14. Main 2, they're going to set the Mirror Force and pass. Draw for 10 is Mirror Force this side as well. Yeah, they're going to smash and ground that Commander. That's a really, yeah, it's a really good trade while you're under your own level limit. Set is the Mirror Force. Pass. Draw for 10 is Return. Ooh, they could do some Mizuki shenanigans here. Yeah. Yeah, they could do some shenanigans. Let's see if they do. Okay. Pass. Draw for 10 is Airbellum. Airbellum coming down now. That's going to try and get in. We're going to Mirror Force. Or Bottomless. No, they're just going to let it go. Okay. No, they are going to Mirror Force, yeah. Trap Stun set is going to help you get around that. But yeah, maybe the play was actually just a Bottomless that. These Airbellums are scary. I think you try and take it out every way you can. It wouldn't have made a difference, but it would have meant Mirror Force is still there next turn. So just going to set all of your hands so you don't lose it to Airbellum. So it's a Torrential, Bottomless, Return and Brain. Yeah, they can't really return yet, so they want to set this up. They want to set up the kind of the Mizuki line. Set is Solemn and Mirror Force this side still. Okay, draw for 10 is Foltrol. They're going to get in with the Airbellum now. Pass. Draw for 10 is Diva. Ooh. Ooh, Diva return lines here are pretty crazy. So Diva's going to Diva. Yeah, okay. Brings out Diva. So I don't think they were playing. I don't think they are playing the Gilman, which is okay. Okay, they're going to Mizuki target with Zombie Master, I think. Yeah, let's see. This is hopefully gonna be a really good demonstration of why this is so crazy. Yeah, so Mizuki target Zombie Master. Chain return. So they're gonna take 32. Then they're gonna bring out. Okay. Yeah, they are gonna solemn the return. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, because you can see what that sets up. It brings out. So the Mizuki banishes itself as cost, so you can chain link 2 return, bring back the Mizuki and the Goblin Zombie, and then you've got 2 Divas and a Zombie Master coming out, which is just a lot to deal with. You know, that would have been a lot. So they're going to choose to Solemn there, which I think is correct, while you've got like the only like attack position monster that's pretty strong up. Okay, so they're going to Brain Con. They're going to take the Airbellum now. They're going to get in. Going to Mirror Force. That's going to destroy their own Airbellum and a Diva. Yeah. Going to pass. Draw for turn is Summon a Monk. Yeah, it's not doing anything now, but it is a big, big defense wall. Pick up for turn is Dust Tornado. Okay, they're going to use both of these for a Brio. And they're going to set. Okay. Draw for turn is Avarice. That is not anywhere near live. That's awful. But it is going to be used for the Summoner Monk. So Rescue Cat coming out now. Yeah, Rescue Cat going off for 2 Airbellums. Yeah, this is nice. Got a Bottomless. Oh, yeah. 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 Oh, it's so rough. That is one of the roughest plays to have done is to like get your 2 Airbellums bottomless. That is just, yeah, that is rough. Okay. Yeah, so Fabio King scooping it up there. Yeah, because I mean next turn it's just draw, bounce the level limit, turn this to attack, and it's just a repeat of that every turn basically, until you're pretty much done. And there's just not a lot X-Saber can do here. They pitched the pot for the Summoner Monk and they were still way off it, so they've just got no plays from there on out, and getting 2 Airbellums banished is just a lot to try and come back from. Good game. I think we saw, we saw this X-Saber deck. It looks like it's the trap variant, which it doesn't look as explosive, just because it's more defensive cards, and then you're trying to slow roll your way into your combo, and then even when you do the combo, you're just more looking for like control. So you're not actually looking to like make all the massive synchros and like go in for damage. You're just trying to like keep the game locked down until you can grind your opponent out with your trap cards and your monster effects. You kind of full troll loops. This side, yeah, zombies, so Diva engine for synchros and Psychic engine for synchros. That's really cool. E-Teleport gives you access to like multiple levels in this. We didn't see Gilman, so I assume they're not playing Gilman, which is interesting in itself, right? Because like the zombie deck can sometimes struggle to put bodies on field and have them stick. So yeah, it didn't look like they were playing Gilman, but they might have been. But yeah, some really cool lines. I understand why Fabio Solemn's the return there is obviously the right thing to do, but it's also would have been really cool to see that go off, where you chain link 1 Mizuki target, bring it back, and then start synchroing all over again and putting it in the graveyard from using it as material. So and reusing it effectively. You've only got 1 Mizuki, but if you can use it multiple times, that's pretty good. Good match though. Both really high rated. Janucci goes into touching distance of that top 100 on the back of this, so really cool for them. I'm sure we'll see both these players on the channel again soon.